Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel and welcome to your daily energy check. Let's dive straight into the reading. I've got my archetype deck today to begin with, so we'll get an oracle message for each of the twins with this deck, and then we'll move on to tarot. At the end, I'll post some messages in love for each of the twins with my love oracle deck. So let's see what we have for divine feminines watching. By the way, I've just recorded and published messages for new moon in Aquarius for each zodiac sign on my other channel, Mindful Bamboo. It coincides with the lunar year, or actually lunar year happens on the new moon because that's the calendar that they acknowledge. You know, it's moving by lunar. It was accordance of the lunar movement. So yeah, that's what it is. I speak a lot more about it then. I will do most likely a reading for twins tomorrow around the new moon, but that reading is still going to be more specific because it has messages for each zodiac sign more specifically, and I highly recommend watching for your sign that represents the moon. Okay, feminines, your message for today is the starborn, or the archetype rather. And my book is quite far away. Well, actually I might be able to reach it. I don't even know what this is. I think this is like a starseed message, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'll have to check. Okay, let's see. An elusive yet radiant aspect of the self, the starborn archetype points to the cosmic spark of light that arrives with each being at birth. The moment the newborn crowns, the royal stars above are said to constellate in a unique shape that maps out paths in the world. The idea of destiny is controversial, yet the starborn naturally feels a sense of destination and purpose, aiming itself toward a future that is beyond the mundane. When this card appears, travel back to your birth story for clues and insight. What did you desire when you were young? Practice seeing your life from a mythic point of view rather than a series of logistics. Read the story of the three fates and envision yourself born under the stars with a unique destiny. Wow. Yeah, this is pretty special. Okay, let's see what we have for the masculines. The storm. Okay, a little bit less lighthearted, but I feel like it's gonna be one of those where it's like the creation of progress and stuff. It's 57, which is 12, which is 3, which is the same basically digit as the starborn because it is 3. Possessing an energy much like the Tarot's Tower card, the storm undoes all that is. Everything that was solid, known, or relied upon is stripped away by the winds of fate. You see how here it's about the birth under the fates, and this is about being stripped away by the fates. The ground becomes the sky becomes the center, and the center disappears. The storm is a great equalizer. No matter how far we've come in the past, no matter our age, wealth, or wisdom, we can't hide from its savage winds. Their disturbing howls stir anxiety and make it impossible to see and think straight. You must wait it out. If you try to fight the storm, you will lose. A better option is to seek temporary shelter and a reliable friend. When all else fails, go within. There, for a moment, you settle into the eye of a storm. And the storm might actually make a lot more sense. That's what I'm hearing. Alrighty then, let's see what we have as tarot today. Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, observation is key. Research, I would even say, you know, but it's almost like it's time to understand rather than do something. And we've seen that for the feminines and the masculines, it's kind of a little bit of a different energy of understanding, right? Different angles to it, but it's still more about learning than like trying to fight it somehow, to change it or to get somewhere else. You're exactly where you're supposed to be. The Sun. Yep, that's a confirmation. Okay, feminines. You've got Six of Pentacles, clarified by Six of Pentacles. I love it. Thank you. So, yeah, where can you get out of your own way and help someone else? If you were in doubt, see what you can do for fellow human beings, even if it's literally for your family and friends, right? You don't really have to, like, be going to the streets and give money to beggars or something. If you feel called to, by all means do that. But what I'm saying is that you can start by helping people who are literally next to you, right? Remind them that they can rely on you, that they can come to you if something's bothering them, or maybe you already know that they are in hardship and there is something that you can do and you can just go for it, right? I don't know, depending on where you are in the world, there may be some situations in the communities, locally, globally, where you may be of help and help may be needed. The first thing that comes to mind is, of course, the situation that we're experiencing in Los Angeles with all the fires, people who are displaced, whose houses and all the belongings have been burned to ashes, right? There's a lot of help that is needed there still, especially because the fires are still ongoing. Masculines, you got the Judgment clarified before Wands. So masculines are thinking big, they're thinking far. They want to, it's not even that they want to. This is the Judgment, so it's like it comes, it's just kind of thrown upon them that they're supposed to figure out when and how they want to come into union, when and how they want to come together with their life partner, right? Like maybe they don't have those words like union and twin flame, but still they're being urged and they're being pushed towards figuring it out, right? And if you you may be familiar with the pattern where a lot of times masculines, divine masculines, have issues with a commitment, or they're like really taking their time to play the field, to stay free, and they're putting off the question of actually committing to one person and building a life together, right? So this is a time where it kind of hits them on the face or in the face, like you gotta figure this out. And reasons may sound different to each and every one of them, but the idea is like that. It's like it's time, baby. Figure this out, figure your BS and like, why are you escaping this? What are your fears? All right, deal with it. Just deal with it. Additional question for today. Seven of Cups clarified by the Lovers. Yeah, love is something that can act like a guidance star and can provide more clarity. Like, okay, is this situation love or not love? And that's how I'm going to decide if, what I want to do here. But it can also provide more vague energy, and it can sometimes be so abstract that we may not necessarily be able to see whether it's love or it's codependency or it's jealousy or it's infatuation or it's something else, like there could be other things that we call love, that we take for love, but they're not necessarily the same thing. So what do the feminines need to know about it? The Emperor is clarified by Three of Pentacles, so it's 3 and 3. You don't have to figure it out by yourself, divine feminines. First of all, you have the power, you have the knowledge, you have what it takes, like deep down you already have the answers. But if you don't feel like making that decision today, just today, you're kind of like, I'm having an off day, I'm not sure. It's actually interesting that this Empress is green. Maybe I'm not feeling that well. and I'm not sure that I'm gonna make the right call. Then you can call upon your guides, and you can also call upon your mentors and teachers, and maybe it's for somebody, it's a coach or a therapist, whatever that is. Maybe you have your tools that help you. That could be tarot or runes or prayers or some rituals, where you can get that sign, where you can get some help with making the decision that you need to make, and keep following the path of light and love. Wow, masculines have got 10 of Wands and Death. I mean, to me, this is actually very much connected with the storm, and it may feel that this time, this is too much to handle. And you're not supposed to be the hero of the day every single time and just making it work and pretending like everything's okay and putting on a good face, like, I've got this, that's fine, we'll deal with it, right? Like this time, it may be just too much, and that's also fine. Sometimes showing yourself love or showing up with love in a situation is to let it be, let it fall apart, let it die, let it kill itself, if anything, right? Just let it, or let them, or paraphrasing Mel Robbins' book. And, you may feel a little guilty in the moment, but afterwards you'll see how much more freedom you actually have by not having to deal with all that BS in that particular situation. What are the messages of love for feminines? We've got Girl with a Snake. Wow. 3 messages today. Engagement ring and karmic relationship. Ooh. Yeah, so it is about commitment and engagement, and we talked about it a little already. But be very careful that it's not codependency and you're not rushing anything. Take your time. You don't need to say yes right away, even if somebody actually proposes to you, right? Be careful to not fall into a trap, into a love bomb of a narcissist, or there's somebody who is very insecure in their life and they're trying to solve that problem by committing to you or getting you to commit to them so that they feel more safe and they feel like you're not gonna leave them behind, right? So this is a kind of a little test. That's what it feels like, Divine Feminines, for you to figure out what you want to do. And of course, it doesn't even have to be a proposal. It can be, I don't know, maybe a message from a friend who is trying to get you to go on a trip with them or something, right? And that could have that kind of energy behind it. Masculines have got an X, which is about breakup and separation, which is another continuation of a story with the Death card. And Paradise, you see there is a joy on the other side. Oh, and there is a palm tree. Security, growth, joy, playfulness. But the axe came first. So first something needs to be severed. You're not supposed to bring all these burdens with your Divine Masculines. Don't bring them to the paradise, please. You're gonna spoil the scenery. And you'll feel itchy to be doing something with this every single day instead of just enjoying the paradise. So you need to cut that off. Your burdens, your feelings of guilt and shame about something that is already long gone, right? So you can actually dive into this paradise and gain that security and stability to continue creating out of place of abundance, not out of the place of lack. Whether it's a new relationship or it's gonna be a new phase of the old relationship. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all. Please check out the video with new moon guided messages, and tomorrow we're gonna talk new moon for twin flames. And of course, like the video and subscribe to my channel. And until next time,